You didn't you tell Vosh that you were memeing about it?
No
and it was a big meme?
fucking
Didn't you post a meme
way.
yesterday about it on your Twitter?
This can't be. No way. I don't believe it.
What?
Suspect Sushi was at the Capitol.
Suspect Sushi was at the Capitol? Wait, like he was in the insurrection? Get arrested?
Yeah. That's
He
what.
still owes
wait,
me
wait.
$100. This bitch bet me that if fucking Donald Trump won, I would pay him $100. I would have paid that shit out. This motherfucker never gave me $100 because Biden fucking won. What a dumbass piece of shit.
Let's see. There he is. There he is. Inside the Capitol building. He was inside the building. Is that him? It looks like him. He's wearing the suit. It seems like it's him. Oh, God. God damn it, man. Dude.
Wait, what is that post?
There's a criminal complaint against him.
Without authority. Either.
You're a study video footage and still photographs. Encouragement of views. Individual is Finley is depicted below wearing a blue suit, black, weird air police. Seen in the right ear. Your film has reviewed the image of Finland's driver's license.
The fuck?
He really was suspect, wasn't he?
He actually was suspect. Holy shit. This guy unironically was doing really yikesy fascist shit. And
They're sourcing me!
no way!
They're sourcing me!
And also, all these SCOTUS picks already passed committee approval beforehand, before the list was even put out. And two, this is a very big question, huge question mark.
I'm talking about the confirmation process.
Well, he's doxxed now, whether
He's
he likes it or
sourcing
not.
me! Oh no! Oh no! They're sourcing me! Well, hey, that means I helped, technically, because he confirmed here that he was a Proud Boy. So I helped in the investigation. So
You helped taking down a fascist. Good job!
wait.
What?
I don't know if I would say I would go that far, because then in comparison, people would say, "Hey, wait a second, you helped platform one," and I'd be like, "Well,
but there's responsible platforming, irresponsible.
yeah, true. I never like brought him on.
You never like brought him on and then let him just spout
True.
racist, like Nazi shit.
True.
Or
The thing that
transphobic
gets me
shit or
is he
something.
in a lot of like DMs. Like I remember when I was assaulted by the Proud Boys in DC, and I was complaining about the Proud Boys burning the property of black churches. I sent all this stuff to him. He was like, "Yo, can we figure out who those people are?" And I sent him the footage and everything. He said, "Man, it feels like nobody cares about this violence, man. Nobody cares about this violence that happened to you. That's terrible." And in my movement, nobody seems to care, and I hate that. 1 month later, he's in the January 6th inside the
Literally
building.
in the insurrection. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm talking
wonderful.
about the whole.
It doesn't matter.
Man, what an amazing... Don't we have some amazing people here on Twitch? Aren't they just... Holy shit.
That's him next to Joe Biggs and gang.
Dude was like serious.
And you want to know what? There's more information
fuck.
I know about this too that I'm not gonna say shit, but I didn't know it got that bad.
This is Suspect Sushi, like one of the fucking... He was on...
Wow,
around the,
man.
What? He was around the Twitch political scene for like, what, like a few months at most? And then
Yeah, but he
just
was
sort
like
of,
he was like a primary, like if people thought Suspect Sushi, they then thought my channel.
Actually, I had him on my show whenever it was at
But
the end.
but he was a bigger staple in mine. He was a
True.
staple of Hippy Dippy.
Well,
he was a
that's just-
staple of early Hippy Dippy.
That's just because I didn't keep running my show.
Yeah, be silent
I would
now.
Have the biggest,
No, I'm not gonna-
I
look.
would have the biggest podcast.
Look,
if I was still
look.
running it.
All I'm gonna say is like, okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna say something, and she'll react to it on stream. Okay. Look, they're unmuted, by the way.
Man should be in jail. That's what I think.
Like,
That's what I think.
look, that's fucking wild, man. Look. Weren't I at the Capitol too? Ridiculous, but he went in the Capitol. I was at the Capitol, but that's different being in the Capitol, being on the wrong fucking side. Proud Boys, Zero, Jeff Finley has used Hansel to organize the leads. It seems that Proud Boy member Jeff Finley isn't included in the Capitol breach list from the U.S. Department of Justice. Anyone have any ideas why? Seems strange. Voters out there want to ask. Link seems to confirm that Jeff Finley was arrested and is facing criminal charges for his actions during the Capitol insurrection. William. There he is, right there. That is him.
Yeah, that is him.
That's his voice. I can hear him. I can hear. That's
Wait, let me listen. I gotta listen to this.
Listen to that. That's 100% fucking suspect, man. Man, as in whatever. You know what I mean.
I got you. You're being transphobic. I'm
Okay.
canceling you.
Listen.
Oh my god, that's him.
That's 100% him.
It's the same
That's
man.
100% him.
That is him. What the
Oh
fuck?
my gosh. This is wild.
What the fuck? It's actually him. This man was actually at the Capitol.
Yo. Oh my gosh. And I feel, should I be quiet about what I know also? Because he gave me that information in confidence, but now it feels like, oh damn, you know?
I am not as big of a person as you are.
I don't know.
Be quiet about it.
If look, maybe I should just tell authorities. Like, holy shit! Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, like, there's a certain amount of like privacy I'll give people, but like once he is, you know what? See if I have it.
No way.
Do I still have it?
I don't believe you. He would put it in text.
There it is, right there.
I don't believe you.
There it is. I told you it was real. That's it. That's the picture. That's the picture.
You should post that.
I should post it?
Chat.
I should post it?
Post that.
You think I should post that picture? You think I should post that picture? That would blow it all open? You think I should post that fucking picture? I'm definitely fucking downloading it at the very least.
You need to download that before he deletes it.
Oh my god.
That shit's bad.
That is like this right now. Do you think this could get him more charges? I don't know. I don't think so.
It couldn't.
But that would make it people know that, like, oh my god, that's all the way to the top.
Yeah. You should post the picture.
At the end of the day, man, I had multiple private conversations with him about DC. Multiple private conversations with him about DC, about the violence that was done to me in DC, and how fucking pissed I was at his organization. And he said he brought it to all those people, but then he helped coordinate that shit on January 6th. And that right there, I feel like that breaks a line.
I would post that picture in.
Right? Am I right here?
Just post the picture in chat.
No, if I'm gonna post, I'm posting it on Twitter. Okay?
Oh yeah, post it on Twitter too. Put it in chat first.
Why do I feel so obliged? I guess because I made a promise. See, this thing is how trustworthy I am. Even up to this, like if somebody gives me an oath of confidence, it feels weird to break it, man.
If Mel sent me
If
a
Mel was like,
private
yes,
DM,
I'm a spy for North Korea or something.
She genuinely said like,
but what if you promised?
Literal
What if you
CCP.
promised? What if you promised?
I don't know, dude.
We won't show anyone, you fucking liars. Okay,
liars.
But this is this big? Is this big?
Secret.
Is this big?
Yeah.
Is this big?
Yeah.
And look how long I've known. Look how long. Look when that was posted.
Yo, that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, it was 6 months ago. That was 6 months ago. And you know what?
Here's the thing. You know what I think? I think anyone who's sending a DM to anyone who is...
No, there's a certain amount of privacy, but holy fucking shit.
Okay, if you ever send a message to a streamer or a public figure, you should expect that message to be fucked on everywhere.
Okay, so I've told you a lot of private information. If you went out and just like, Dylan's this, Dylan's
because
that.
I'm a decent human being.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be a decent human being too.
There are some things you don't have to be a decent human being about.
Oh my gosh. At the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, what you're doing is, you brought this person onto your streams and onto your platform. I'm assuming after you've seen this message.
Send it to tip to respective authorities, but the picture is not of him committing a crime.
Yeah,
it's not like I could he's arrested for knowing a person, even if this person's not a good person.
Yeah.
It's just that all of this makes sense now with that picture as well. Like, it makes me feel like, wow, he really was at the top of this whole thing.
I mean, you should, like, there are some things that you just don't have to...
I'm not in danger. What are the Proud Boys gonna do? Come to my apartment and kill me? They'll meet at fucking Remington. Good luck. Look, send it as a tip, but it won't do it. It's not illegal. It doesn't do anything. It just shows that he's It just shows how devoted. It just shows how devoted he is to the Proud Boys. That's all it does, because it goes to the top. Okay, all the way to the top.
Yeah, he's
I need to use the bathroom. Okay, you guys talk to chat.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Don't post it.
I'm not gonna post the damn picture.
Okay.
Hi, chat. What's up, geek? Hello, chat. He's gone. Post it. I'm not posting it. I can't. I'm not. So, no. What's better, femboys or tomboys? Jesus fucking Christ! What's wrong with you? How do you make me How do you make me pick? I can't. Describe the picture. Nah, I can't. It would make it too long. I'm not betraying his trust, guys. Come on. I know I could post the picture. No. Okay. I could do that. That is a good idea. Okay. So, the only reason I'm not doing that is because he has following that would actually describe, something. I wouldn't want to, like, hurt his account. Otherwise, I would post that, yeah. That would be a good meme, okay? Yeah. Am I a streamer? I used to be. I streamed, like, maybe a year ago, regularly. But I don't really stream very regularly anymore. I stream maybe once every 2 months or so. I mostly do other platforms, I do other platforms. I do Twitter. That's mainly it. I got attacked by Nazi super straight people that called me a pedophile on Twitter like a week ago and ran me off for like a week. That was really cool. I'm not really that easy to find right now. But I can post my Twitter in chat after I get down from here. Also, I'm playing Fire Emblem at the moment. That's what I was playing. I watched your streams. Yeah, Bad Hoss. I do. Yeah, I recognize you, Bad Hoss. It's interesting whenever anyone recognizes me. Hey, you're super cute. Hey, thanks. What was my streamer name? If you search The Cynthiad, all one word, on Twitch, you should be able to find my Twitch. I don't know if my Twitter's linked. But yeah, Super Straight. Yeah, Super Straight is literally just like transphobic Nazi shit. It's literally transphobic Nazi dog whistles. That's what it is. It's dumb as fuck. There's no fucking reason that anyone should be baited into that. It's mostly just 4chan dumbasses that are trying to be mean to trans people. But yeah. Yeah, Super Straight is a 4chan psyop. There are like screenshots that came from 4chan's poll board that actually like saw or like saw the SS. I think there was an SS super straight flag as like in references to the whatever German military branch that was. That was, yeah. It came from TikTok. 4chan posted after and co-opted it. Oh really? Wait, what's the original TikTok? That would be interesting.
Okay.
Are you here to kick me off your stream?
I am here to
Okay.
kick you off my stream.
Well, have a fun one, guys.
Okay, so I have not made a decision.
I also didn't send anything.
Thank you. I've not
Nothing
made
on your Twitter, nothing in your chat.
I have not made a decision, okay, on whether I'm gonna post this picture. Cause I just
Here's the thing. Wait, haven't you leaked DMs before?
yeah, but and for
Yeah.
but
I've
I've changed. I'm a changed person.
I'm a new man.
You know what? So I'm just looking off. I'm just reading all these DMs we've sent to each other. Damn, man. Anyway, let's go through this one piece at a time, okay? If I'm gonna make a decision, I should at least read it all. Okay. Holy shit, this is a long ass thread. Proud Boys member Jeffrey Finley was arrested last month for going inside the Capitol building during the insurrection. Before his name was known, researchers called him the Suit Proud Boy. He calls himself Suspect Sushi online. Jeff's actions on January 6th deserve more attention. Let's see who quote tweeted this. And dipshits had them on the debate streams, fucking winner. Fuck off, okay? Hey, I still platformed responsibly. Jeffrey was a Proud Boy shirt on Jeffrey Capitol Insurrection. This is from my stream. I know, I remember this debate. Jeff Finley was the Philadelphia Proud Boys leader, Zachary outside Capitol on January 6. Jeffrey Zachary insurrected Trump riot skull arrest Suspect Sushi. Okay, here is something I will say. I'll say this right now, and this is, I guess, technically private information. This isn't the most important detail though. Jeff Finley, also known as Suspect Sushi, so might as well start saying the more private stuff, okay? He is within the West Virginia Proud Boys. I don't know if he's in leadership. No, he is in leadership. He was doing the work to start a chapter in West Virginia. That's what he was doing the legwork into. He wanted to be basically the head of a whole chapter. So it's not like little baby Proud Boy. I mean, he was like evolved Proud Boy. Jeffrey Finley wearing an earpiece on January 6th. Moments later, the crowd of Proud Boy members and others breached the police barricades on the west side of the Capitol and stormed the building. Seems like Jeff was helping organize and lead the insurrection. Proud Boy member Jeff Finley standing next to the flower pot before entering the Capitol building. Yep, seems like him. Jeffrey, not Jeffrey, insurrection, Trump riot, skull mask, fascist, suspect sushi. Proud Boy Jeff Finley and Ethan Norton had an interaction just prior to the crowd breaching the police barricades on the west side of the Capitol on 1/6. Video will be posted below showing what appears to be an exchange between the two. Ethan Norton and Jeffrey Finley. Who is Ethan Norton? Also known as Rufio Panman, is American right political. He's a leader of the Proud Boys, a far-right neo-fascist, male-only white nationalist organization that promotes and engages in political violence. Okay, so he's another prominent member. Okay. Jeff Finley and Proud Boy leader Joe Biggs. Video will be posted below showing Jeff yelling to his fellow Proud Boys to stay tight in their marching formation. Jeff Finley and Kansas City Proud Boys leader William Chessman. Like Jeff Finley, Joe Biggs, Zachary Orell, and Ethan Norton, William Chessman was arrested for his actions during the January 6th Capitol insurrection. Jeffrey Finley inside the Capitol building during the January 6th insurrection. Here's a criminal complaint against Jeff Finley for his actions during the January 6th. Okay, let's go check it out. Yeah, that's just straight up Suspect Sushi. I'm gonna have to read this after too. Damn. Well, we got a new stream title. I platformed an insurrectionist. I'm not gonna, let me read what happened first. Jesus. I don't see any scenario where you don't end up posting this, so. Ah, did I get it out fast enough? Ah, sucks for you all. Anyway. Here's a criminal complaint against Jeffrey Finley for his actions during the January 6th Capitol insurrection. Warrant charges, arrests. Yep, West Virginia. That lines up with him being the person starting the West Virginia chapter. Yep, see? Proof. It appears to be the only member of Jeff Finley's arrested in the news media. Like the criminal complaints, the USA Today does not mention that Jeff is a Proud Boys member. Are you a Proud Boy? You dress like a Proud Boy. Jeff Finley, to answer your question, yes. Source, Dylan Burns TV.
And before one. And also, all these SCOTUS picks already passed committee approval beforehand, before the list was even put out. And two, this is a very big question, big, huge question mark.
I'm talking about the confirmation process. I'm talking about the whole.
It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
Absolutely matters.
No,
By the way, are you a Proud Boy? Are you a Proud Boy? You're dressed like a Proud Boy.
What does that have to do with the question at hand?
I'm just curious. I really want to know if you're a Proud Boy.
No. What does that have to do with the question at hand, buddy?
Nothing. It has nothing to do with it.
Okay,
yeah, you're correct, but I just wanted to know. Okay, all right.
Are you a cat?
Why, yes, I am. Meow, meow.
Should I just ask two questions?
Listen, Vadim, I have zero idea why you would ask me those things, okay? I have zero clue.
Are you still streaming?
Because you're dressed like one.
You need to chill out, okay?
You're dressed like one. I'm just curious.
You need to chill out. You need to chill.
I'm not. Hey, I'm totally. Hey, I'm chillax, dude.
Why is anyone in favor of holding off the Merrick Garland nomination?
Absolutely not.
I wasn't even paying attention to it at the time, so I don't have an opinion on it.
You don't have an opinion? Shouldn't you have an opinion on it?
No, I didn't. I had no knowledge of it, so I'm not going to talk about something I had no foundation of knowledge on. That's stupid. Also, to answer your question, Vadim, yes.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you for being honest. Can you imagine?
It was pretty obvious. Like,
it was, but I just had to ask.
Ooh, he was arrested not that long ago too. Knowingly entered or remains in any restricted building, Capitol grounds, disorderly contact any Capitol buildings. Damn. Admits to being a Proud Boy. Source Dylan Burns TV. Left-wing media bias in Supreme Court. Fuck, man. And does it link to my channel?
I'm talking about.
It links to my channel. It links to my channel. Oh my gosh. Of course it links to my channel. What was I expecting? To link to somebody else's? Just before the crowd of Proud Boys and another breach of police barricades, Ethan Norton approached Jeffrey Finley. Looks like Rufio may have given Jeff something. A note with a Vodafone radio channel frequency written on. Something else? Who knows? Ethan Norton. Okay. Joe Biggs, of course.
We got women up here on the floor.
Some My Little Pony merch? He's got an earpiece in. He's communicating with them. Okay, nothing else happens there. Okay, let's keep going. Proud Boys leader Ethan Norton approaches Finley. Appears an item may have been exchanged. Unfortunately, gotta take a break. We'll be back later to add to this thread. For now, here's a picture of Ethan Norton signing his name onto a declaration or something. That's right next to him. It's on the thread. Edgar Remy Del Toro Gonzalez signing the Declaration of Authority 2021 with Ethan Norton in a photo about the Capitol riot. A crowd of Proud Boys, another breaches police barricade. Jeff Finley is there wearing a wired earpiece. He had an exchange with Ethan Norton. Yep, that's Suspect. And I can hear his voice. His voice is extremely familiar to me. Jeff. Okay, I don't see any pictures of Finley there, but he was in the back. I just was waiting for more footage of him. However, Zach Raff and Jeff Finley used hand signals to organize and lead others at the Capitol building during the insurrection. Okay, Okay, where's Finley? There he is, right there. There he is.
Oh yeah. Wait, he's worn that on stream.
He's worn the mask on
He's worn
stream?
that mask.
He's worn that mask on stream?
100%.
I think he did once, actually. I can remember the stream.
100% he has.
With the one with Ankar.
Yes.
That specific stream,
That's
too.
You realize that.
Yeah,
Well,
that is the one with
that's also
Ankar.
a fascist. That's also a fascist mask.
Oh,
He's worn that on stream, dude.
There's millions and millions of players.
Oh my goodness.
It's got it back. Hey, you want to go in? The fucking po's coming. I'm not letting you guys go alone. Stop. Smash cameras.
Man, that sushi is so suspect it's worse than the one that gave Book Smarts food poisoning.
Thank you so much. Didn't Sushi argue to Vosh that any Proud Boys who sieged the Capitol were outliers? I'd like to see. Could I get a link on that, actually?
Let's go. There's millions and millions of birds.
Why is this so slow? Anyway, we saw him. We get the point. He's there. It seems the Proud Boy members of Friendly was included in the Capitol Breach class list from the Department of Justice. Any reporters out there want to ask the DOJ about this and want to get a copy of his mugshot? Confirm that Jeff was arrested and is facing criminal charges. You can hear Jeff Finley talking with fellow Proud Boy members William Chessman and others to post for photos in front of the Capitol. There he is right there to the right, and you can hear him in this video. Listen for it in a second.
I welcome the doxing. I welcome it.
He just said I welcome the doxing, so I mean, like, if there's any been an indication to me, right?
Wait, he said I welcome the doxing?
Yep.
Referring to himself?
Maybe.
It's a very strange scene to watch an African American man do a white power symbol. It's a very weird scene.
Proud Boy members definitely was sucking the sons of. We're frontline with Joe Briggs. Joe Briggs, Ethan Norton, and Zach Brown.
USA! 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 Proud Boys! Oh, I'm scouting off a good picture. Facebook profile pic.
There he is, right there. Okay. And that's it. That's the last one, I think. Well, okay. You know what? Fuck it. Here's a picture Suspect Sushi sent me a while ago. Probably October of last year. With him next to Enrique Tarrio, also known as the leader of the Proud Boys. He was meaning to start a West Virginia Proud Boys chapter. It seems that he was pretty high up in the Proud Boys, seemed to be coordinating stuff at the Capitol. And here's your paper trail, all the way to the top. It's him with Tarrio. And you know what? I don't usually do this, But I told him and sent him information in DMs about the violence the Proud Boys did with proof, hoping that maybe he could give that to other people in it and they would, you know, stop beating people up in my community. Didn't happen. He engaged in it. He engaged in all that nonsense. And so now, I feel that it's fair game. And so not only am I going to do that, I'm going to read some DMs. Might as well. Who cares? Okay. Yo. Send me the clip of where the Proud Boy tried to sucker punch someone. Some of my guys think we were in the right 100% of the time, which I don't believe to be the case. I post footage of it. First thing, this was on during the Million MAGA March. First 15 seconds, look away in the back with his hands by his sides doing nothing. 2 people try to sucker punch him and a 3rd guy attacks him after. Thank you. Have a good night. You too. Now they're trying to rationalize it. I'll have you know Proud Boys pride themselves on finishing fights, not starting them. Or at least the very chapter I run. He runs the West Virginia Proud Boys chapter. That is not public information, I think, as of yet. That shit has 0 excuses for a lot of what the Proud Boys did that day. Neither side was innocent, but like I said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It's inevitable. So I respond. Are you going to the stuff this weekend? Just wanted to reach out and talk a bit about it. You may no longer want to associate with me. Either way, stay safe, man. I pray for your success. What stuff this weekend? All the protests in DC. In the middle of finals? So I might be unable to. Gotcha. Just wanted to let you know, it seems both sides are getting way extreme. We have embeds in Antifa groups, and they're willing to come home after Saturday, and same with Proud Boys, to not come home. My guys are chill and easily held back, but yeah, now it's gonna be the shit show, my guy. Regardless of whom to you is the aggressor in this conflict, it seems shit is ramping up fast and wanted to look out for you. By the way, no one is bringing guns or anything crazy, but yeah, people getting ready for an incarceration. I don't know, I feel we connected through Christ, I guess. Look, just because we both believe doesn't mean I'm gonna let you just do insurrection in my community.
True based.
I guess we're just letting you know. You can use these receipts against me if you want. There you go.
Wait, he even said you can use.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I didn't remember that.
No, it's out there.
Stay blessed, bro. Good luck in your finals. Thanks for reaching out. I really appreciate it. I try to leave people be now. I want you all to get distance from me. I get you all want a distance from me. Hey, I got the thing with Vosh. This is when I was scheduling his debate with Vosh. And yo, you are still live. Yeah, technically, what's up? Just want to let you know, stream's still live. No problem. Bad news. Not interested. Oh yeah, I was maybe gonna get a debate between Enrique Tario and Vosh at one point. Yep, and that's it. That's all of it. That's all the information. There it is. There you go. So, and I'm gonna post one chat with this as well. Okay, I guess I'm posting this. Time to post it.
Post memes, post memes, post memes.
Okay. Well, there's the proof, by the way, if you guys think I was faking it, okay? West Virginia chapter.
You can even use these receipts.
Oh, and he downplayed Proud Boy presence at the Capitol riot devolved. Let's listen to this.
Oh no.
The Proud
That
Boys
could potentially be it.
were super present at the attack on the Capitol, which was pretty interesting. How do you feel about that?
So when you say super present, could you just give me your best guesstimate? How many Proud Boys do you think were in the Capitol?
Oh, well,
just guess.
The Proud Boys, there aren't that many members, so like proportionally, they would have had to be a pretty small member of the crowd. But I do know that there was that there was material being pushed amongst Proud Boys where they coordinated their presence there, and there are identified members of the Proud Boys that were there.
Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, I know that there was Proud Boy presence there, but it wasn't a Proud Boy event. It wasn't coordinated in the way in which you may believe. And actually, there's considerably more Proud Boy members than you think. How many? And as I said, give me your best guesstimate, and I'll tell you like the rough numbers. Like if you're even within the same wheelhouse. If you had to guess how many Proud Boys are just operating in America alone,
Is this a
including
secret
our
number?
members around the world.
Do you have access
It's not
to
a secret
information
number.
the
There's just
feds
no
might
official
want?
number.
Oh, okay.
It's not an official number, but we have rough.
Vosh was right. Do you have numbers the feds might want? True. Indy. Do 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 do. How do you spell Enrique Tarrio? How do you spell that?
ENRIQUE.
There it is. I got it. Does he still have a Twitter? Yes, he does. It's very small though. Sorry guys that I'm so silent. So I just want to... West Virginia, that suspect that Jeff would end up running. Proud Boys were getting more radical and extreme. He was right. There you go. Suspect Sushi took... Bop, 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 bop! Ties cut! There you go, guys. Ties cut.
He's taking after his favorite non-binary streamer, burning bridges. Just like Destiny, burn the bridges, burn the bridges.
Stop it. Look. Hey, it's the responsible thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Damn. It's crazy. I'd never expected this to happen. Never thought it'd get this bad. Oof. Well, look at me. I'm in the inn. Hey, man. If anyone wants to tell me I was wrong, come on. Come on and tell me. If it wasn't for my platforming, I wouldn't have this information, which is now public. To be honest, I wasn't feeling comfortable with having him on the show. Mainly recruitment after he came out as a Proud Boy. I had to kick him out of the recruitment. Thing is, after he came out as a Proud Boy, we were slowly like having him on less and less. And the only event I ever scheduled afterwards, knowing he was a Proud Boy, it was the Vosh conversation, which he didn't come out of that looking great. And in fact, a lot of the information, like he said in that talk, like right here, doesn't really look good upon reflection after the fact.
Estimates based on chapter sizes and things of that nature.
I mean, I would guess it's probably probably like high 4 digits.
I'm a
low 5
honeypot
digits,
for
that'd be my
trapping
guess.
extremists.
Wait, what?
He tried to use my
that?
family's business against me in order to try to get me to talk to him. Wait, what? Reams, you got to give a little bit more detail than that. You can't drop the ball there.
It's operating around like 18k, something like that.
That's a good number of people for an organization like that.
Yeah, it's not a huge number, but it's not necessarily a small one, I guess. But yeah, it's around there.
Yeah. Well, considering the Antifa organization officially has no members, you're out.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's an idea, right?
Hey, Ridiculous just messaged me. Is he still in your Discord? Because if that's the case, you have an insurrectionist in your Discord, yet I am banned. But hey, that's a hell of a way to frame an unbanning, ain't it? That's smart cooking right there.
Just an idea.
Yeah.
How do you feel
It's
about
just
it?
an idea. How do I feel about Antifa? I don't feel.
I'll keep him as like an old. Wait. Can I give him a custom role?
Yeah, make a custom role that limits him to like 2 channels.
Sweet.
Like the
Okay,
facts
no. I'm gonna just make it top of the list. Traitor. Yeah.
No. Don't put him above everyone though. Just put him above like online. Oh no.
Where is he? Fuck. I don't know where he is.
Wait.
Oh, Frames is here. Yo, Frames, how's it going? Yo, this is wild, man, ain't it?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not that surprising, man.
I mean, like, I don't know, man.
So yeah, there was like a 2 or 3 week span where every time he would try to I guess he realized I was just ignoring him completely. If you look too at my Twitter bio, that's why my bio now says like my opinions are my own and not my employer's.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would he started saying stuff like, what was it? Like, I just wanted to talk to you about your family's business and all this stuff. Because finally I came out and was like, honestly, I don't really want to talk to a Proud Boy, is what I told him. And that's when he started with like the family business stuff, where, my family runs the distillery. I still never talked to him though. But yeah, that's the kind of shit he was pulling.
We were like, what?
But yeah, I just I don't know. I feel like I called this out a while ago. Also tell Synth I said hi.
Hey, Freem sends hi.
Oh, hey, what's up, Freems? It's
Just
been
seeing-
a while.
just
Part of
seeing-
the OG crew. We had
Yeah,
Doghouse show in here earlier. We have good OG crew.
Just seeing people I like together, like in person, gives me like FOMO so bad.
Hey, this dude deleted his tweet.
Which one?
That somebody was like, how dare you criticize? Suspect didn't do anything wrong.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that.
What do you think
all
about
that
my
happened.
people?
I mean,
I got some real secret
What's
memes
that?
for you.
You got
though,
secret
like,
memes?
for-
Shh, I got secret memes. What is it?
Wait, what secret
Well,
memes?
I'll have to give them to you off stream and maybe wait a few days and be like, yeah, my friend told me. But there was some wild stuff that happened.
Some wild stuff?
Yeah,
because you already said about the business. You already said that on stream. You already said that publicly.
No, this is way worse.
Way worse?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
was he the one who planted the bombs?
No, this is like West Virginia related.
Oh no.
And like he had to like either know about it or I don't know. That's another reason why I wasn't comfortable talking to him. There's some people that know about it, but I don't want to blow that up, even though it would give me so much cool clout.
See how many notifications I'm getting. I want to see. I got it because people are just, oof, man. I know.
I wonder how a geek with glasses feels being the most right-wing streamer on Twitch now.
True. Hey, Rob's blowing up, kind of. Good or overwhelming?
Is he from West Virginia?
Or like,
that's
was he
not
mostly good or
good.
mostly bad? Oh my goodness, this is wild.
Okay, I shouldn't say that. Like, I don't understand how people like didn't see this coming because like not everyone has had like the same interactions with the Proud Boys and stuff. So I get it. Like, it's not like anyone who's had him on their stream's fault or anything, and it's not like he got that big on Twitch. Like, he still would have done all this stuff regardless of
Yeah,
Twitch,
yeah.
so.
Like his he was not a consistent streamer. Number one. Number two, he basically stopped doing the panel game once he was a public Proud Boy. When he first came on the polo, I had no clue what the polo meant. It was not like a big thing. It was only later, afterwards, that we figured out what the polo meant. It was like, oh. And then I only organized one more debate with him, and that was with him versus Vosh, which didn't really come out of it looking great. So I think I did a responsible platforming all the way. And I could talk about why my platform was responsible 100% through the whole thing. I saw Joe posting memes about it. I'm willing to defend my position till the end, okay? It is the basis of my career on Twitch, so I'm willing to defend that position.
Yeah. He was on the Austin show, for Christ's sake. I mean,
yeah, it was on the Austin show.
Wait.
What if Austin gets more attention for this? What if Austin's like the person to get? That'd be fucked. That'd be fucked.
We'll just keep that quiet. He wasn't on there.
True. Austin won't even remember. Be like, who? And it'll be done.
Yeah.
Who?
He definitely wasn't a Proud Boy then, or open Proud Boy. Or he would have never been on there. That I would imagine he wouldn't have.
Yeah. Kind of. Austin did blatantly recruit off my show, though, right?
I mean, in that situation, I would have to say he definitely did.
Yeah, there's
right?
no way he knew from anywhere else.
Yeah, like, or at least one of his people. Well, I mean, like, there is one of the. So Austin has two producers, and one of them does like frequently. Geek with glasses just sent me a DM.
What?
Telling me about sushi. Anyways, he has two people. Why's people tag? Oh, who's Dylan talking to? That recruit from other streams, and one of them does come to the political streams a lot. He has Gondok, and he has the is it something ghoul something.
This is wild.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, so is he in jail? Like,
yes, I think so. He was arrested at least.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's been bailed out or not. He was charged.
I got all the secret memes too. I posted all the DMs. And the thing is, there's no way he didn't know that it was getting worse and worse and worse. Because he sent me DMs saying like, yo, this is getting more and more extreme, man. Don't go to school tomorrow. He basically said, don't go to school tomorrow.
He did basically say, don't go to school.
Yeah. Man,
Did
this
you
is
go to
wild.
school?
I still went to school. And it wasn't very cool.
Wait, was that synth in the background? That sounded so much like synth.
Yeah, synth is there.
Yeah, that's synth.
With Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Okay.
What? No.
What about me?
There's no okay. I was just like, okay.
Anyway. Still did nothing wrong.
So you're talking about the sushi thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the sushi thing.
Yeah, see, Viv's another person that's not going to be surprised he's in trouble either. Because we've been following the Proud Boys for like.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I knew he was the leader of the West Virginia chapter. He started and was close friends with Enrique Tarrio. Yes, and he also knew it was getting more extreme. I mean, okay, those parts, the Enrique Tarrio part and the more extreme open, those are the things I knew. I know the West Virginia part he was a little bit more open about, but still not super open about.
I mean, At least from what we can tell. What the fuck is going on? Jesus, sorry, I need to turn notifications off on one of these servers because they're pinging like crazy.
How proud are these boys in prison? True. Man.
I'm sorry, I'll be back in a sec.
See, another part of me though just hates seeing people get locked up. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm still pretty against prisons, but
Come on. Look, we need to protect our communities, okay?
yeah,
And
I mean,
I think
they did
insurrection could be an easy line for me, okay?
Yeah, true. I always have that moment. This is gonna sound bad, but like when I see anyone get arrested, I have that moment in my head where I'm like, "Fuck!" Could you imagine?
Damn.
I
understand that, yeah.
Like even when like if I'm watching like a crime show or something, I'm like watching someone go to jail for life, and in my head, I'm like, "Oof, that's rough."
Ah, fuck him. Yeah, so it's you were saying about him being like the leader of the West Virginia Proud Boys, like close friends with Terrio, whatever. Like from what we could tell, like the vast majority of that is like unconfirmed.
Well, I mean, I just posted. Like, I just posted it. I posted the information I had that nobody else had. Like this picture, I don't think anybody has access for this picture except for me and Sushi.
I knew he was the West Virginia leader of the Proud Boys.
The picture of him hugging Terrio.
Yeah.
Now that's been circulated among anti-fascist circles since
Well then, okay. Well then, these DMs I know for sure nobody else had because he sent these DMs to me.
I sent that shit out like basically as soon as I got
was it on
hold of
Facebook or something?
What? No.
So like, there's people.
He sent it to me to prove who he was because I kept going, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So he sent me a whole load of shit. So it was
me, you, and him himself. Okay.
See, I know people who had the pictures too, but I know a lot of people that do anti-fascist shit in West Virginia, obviously. So that's how. Well, he wasn't too like secretive. I feel like he's pretty open about it.
Damn, and Max Gates faces life in prison for sex trafficking. Ain't that an update?
That's hilarious too. Oh, and the Arkansas governor vetoed the anti-trans bill. Probably get overturned by the Senate, but still, it's a lot of crazy good news today. But yeah, did you get any confirmation that he was like leading the West Virginia Proud Boys? Because
he started it, not just leading it.
He started the whole chapter.
Yeah. No, he said he started the whole chapter.
Like confirmation. I know he's in the West Virginia Proud Boys. I know the reports are saying he's in the West Virginia Proud Boys. He's close. I mean, he's pissed. He's him next to Riot Tario. He was talking to Joe Biggs and a lot of other high profile stuff. I don't think he was just some run of the mill fucking Proud Boy.
Viv, trust me, I got on good authority that he was.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm stuck in the UK, so
yeah, like it's just like in the same state as me.
Yeah, no, I know he is. That's why I was like deferring to you on shit.
Definitely was.
It was definitely leading the West Virginia Proud Boys.
It was starting it. I don't know how it didn't get that
because the thing that makes me go about that.
I still owe him a date. I still owe him a date.
He said he was going to start his own Proud Boys chapter back in, like, I honestly think it was like August or something of last year.
We started noticing new people like around October, like as far down as Charleston, which is probably about 2.5 hours from where he lives. So it was like spreading, but not like a lot of people. From what I understand, I can actually dig up more on this tomorrow because I'm sure everyone's going to be talking about it.
Well, you should find. Yeah, I mean, if you have people,
I don't know how anybody who has ties to the Proud Boys would like ever like be like, Viv seems to really want pictures of confirming I'm in the Proud Boys. I should send them all to her.
That was funny.
I
as
don't know why
fuck,
anybody
dude.
would ever trust you with that.
I was just like,
Wait, Viv's
dude,
in
you're
the call
talking
too?
bullshit.
Yeah.
We all know you're all talking no trousers. You're talking
we know.
shit. And he's like started sending me pictures, and he's like, oh yeah, and I met up with Tario on this day and shit. And
What?
I was like, fucking idiot.
What did Ross
Is
say?
dinner ready?
Such a species is a good
You
guy.
didn't tell me to
bro.
cook anything for you.
Yeah, that's what's like upsetting about like.
Come on,
I'm not gonna bring my empathy bullshit into this. Sorry.
have chicken nuggets.
Okay, 1 second, guys. Let me mute. We have chicken nuggets. Okay, we got chicken nuggets. We got ham steak. Why not? Cooking not part of the, the psyche.
Would you like me to go get pan that you have? The one fucking cooking pan that you have? And the size of the ham steak? And show them to you? It will not fit inside of the fucking pan. It will not sit inside the fucking pan. Okay, well, I would have to. Okay, I would have to. Do you want to wait like an extra 2 hours or an extra hour for me to dethaw it?
Ah, fine. Okay, well,
'Cause I would
dethaw
have
for
to
tomorrow
dethaw.
then.
We're going to the grocery store and we're buying chicken tomorrow.
No, we're doing the
Yes.
dethaw for tomorrow. Look, you're just being picky.
No, you don't have any fucking food in your house.
Small streamers, am I right? Look, we got chicken nuggets. We got potato skins. Why don't we cook those as well?
He has like 3 things in his freezer.
Look,
It's
that's
fucking
not,
impossible.
We have so much of the food. We can
He
also
has like sandwich meat and bread and
Bologna.
peanut butter and jelly, and that is it in his fridge. That is it. He's got some margarine.
Look,
bruh, this man cannot cook. This man.
Look. Okay, I live alone and I eat alone. Okay, just because I am not some rich hoity-toity bougie individual
This
like
shit
you.
costs $3 a meal. That's less than we
$3 a
paid
meal.
yesterday
Zooey
for our
mama.
meals.
Look how much she's splurging everywhere. Look, we have ham steak, we got vegetables, we got chicken nuggets, we got potato skins, we got soup, we got ramen, we got bread, we got bologna, we got peanut butter jelly, we got a bunch of beef stew.
You know what this sounds like? A bunch of really shitty food that will barely fucking get you the nutrition you need.
Look, you're not even eating nutritionally efficient on your best of days.
Am I?
No,
I am.
You tell me all the time how you eat the same things here as you eat at home, basically.
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
She's just lying for the camera. She's lying for the camera.
See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get him to
Didn't go green in that list. We got greens in the freezer.
I'm trying to
acknowledge we have Brussels sprouts, we have green beans, we have corn, we have peas.
You just named all that you have in the freezer.
Ham steak, nugs, potato skins.
You have a bunch of shit that you can put into the oven for 5 minutes and it'll be ready. That's what you have.
Just because it's
you don't
ovenable,
have anything.
Just because
cook.
it can go in the oven doesn't mean it's bad.
This man cannot cook. This man cannot cook, and it is sad.
Just get in the.
You gonna do a sexism? You gonna do it? Come on, yes, do it to me. Yeah. Trans inclusive radical misogyny.
Can you please go to the kitchen?
Okay.
And cook.
Eat woman, can you go to the kitchen and cook me some food?
Cook food now. Kitchen.
See, the 22-year-old has to fucking cook your food for you because you're a little child.
You can say that all you want.
Oh,
you
wait.
can say that all
He
you
also-
want when you're
he
cutting the meat and
He also
making the greens, okay?
he also doesn't know how to use tinfoil on baking pans.
I
That
do.
shit wasn't even
I
open.
do.
That
Get
shit
out.
wasn't even open.
This is harassment.
That shit
I'm gonna
wasn't
kick you out
even
of my-
open. He doesn't even know how to wash dishes. Whoa!
I broke my watch.
Broke your watch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Liz,
That's your fault.
you're gonna have to give me a new watch.
What? I am poor. I don't have
Hey,
money for that.
I know how to use tinfoil. I just didn't feel like it that day.
Didn't use tinfoil.
I just get.
Either of the baking trays and the tinfoil.
You're doing a lot of talking and not a lot of cooking.
Like some sexism. But
Sounds like laziness. Okay.
I haven't cooked in over 2 days.
So.
You can't even say you did.
I made a sandwich. Got him. Squad W, boys. Squad W. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes. Let's get back to, this oh, God. Let's let's do more of the Suspect Sushi talk. See if we can get any more hints.
I don't feel positively about anyone who, like, attacks, women and children and fucking burns down communities of, like, mostly minority people, so.
Women and children? What?
Yeah, like you've never, like, there's multiple videos you can find online of, like, conservative, like, kids and older people and women getting attacked by Antifa and BLM protesters and stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen a video of like Antifa just randomly attacking civilians. I've seen Andy No clips where it turns out that there was like a woman who like threw a hammer at a guy and then like the clip starts when the guy retaliates or something like that. But I haven't seen like this evidence of this like super violent tendency on their part, which is reflected in their very, very, very low like attributed death numbers.
No, we have.
Okay, Dilly Willy, how many chicken nuggies do you want?
How many are there? Why are you even asking me these questions? All of them. There's 2 of us.
I already ate. I made food.
How many nuggies are there?
I don't know. There's probably like 20 or something.
20 nuggies? At least 12. 14.
You want any potato skins with it?
Oh, yeah.
There are 3.
There's only 3 potato skins? Oh, then like the rest of them. Is that all of dinner?
You want more? Would you like me to heat up some vegetables in the microwave?
Yes, I would. Look at that. This home has been restored to its conservative order.
Too bad I'm trans, otherwise we could be a nuclear family.
Have an awesome death number of 0 in the Proud Boy organization, so I mean, if yours is very, very, very low, that's still considerably more than our number of 0, correct?
Is that true? Are there? I'm pretty sure there have been deaths attributed to the Proud Boys.
There's not been one even disavowed member of the Proud Boy organ, like someone who's been kicked out of the club for not adhering to attendance.
Okay.
The thing is, Antifa is an umbrella term, so of course it would be a lot easier for one of your boys who not killed somebody than like someone who's a member of Antifa. Destiny says very clear as you deleted your messages to Suspect Sushi. Hey, okay, give me a second. Yo.
Oh, hello. It's Dylan.
Did
the
you
great deceiver.
Did you see the Suspect Sushi? I can post the full logs, okay?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I just noticed it. It stuck out at me.
You stuck out at you?
Well, you were planning some insurrection riots there as well. You know?
Look, hey, I was there. I am confirmed. Me and Suspect are the only 2 on Twitch who have confirmed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I was there planning it. I was a Biden hoodie plant. It is wild though. The whole Suspect Sushi being there thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect it.
Have you been following the Bow of the Fifth stuff?
No, I heard. Okay, so I know Mike posted a video about it, right?
Yeah, Mike's video is just a shit show. So if you basically want to know what happened, so Bow of the Fifth, it sounds like what he was doing was he was working as somebody that was basically running illegal visas for a company that was just basically bringing in over illegal immigrants, telling them they could get work, then kind of scamming them once they got here, and then getting them locked into like kind of like weird indentured servitude programs. So I think this happens like in Dubai, where you bring over immigrants. They're like housed like 20 people in a facility. They've got to pay like these weird $1,500 fees. It's super. Yeah, it sounds like Bo was basically writing up illegal visas for this company, and then he was caught as part of this conspiracy. He was convicted. He spent 41 months in prison for this. That's basically what happened. Yeah,
He spent 41 months in prison for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the premise of Mike's video? Like, we should like just like kick him out of the left or something?
Well, Mike explicitly said he doesn't want to cancel him. I don't know why he said that, because the entire video is him just trying to cancel him. So
what do you think about it?
I mean, obviously it's really shitty. You shouldn't be fucking helping to funnel illegal immigrants. You were basically trafficking or working as like with the traffickers, which is bad. But I mean, he served his time in prison. I hope he's not doing it anymore. So yeah, I don't really care about it now.
Did Bo post a response or say anything about it?
Bo hasn't responded yet. One issue that I would take, though, modern day, is if you listen to Bo describe his involvement, it's really dumb. Because Bo makes it sound like he was like a coyote that was like shuffling illegal immigrants to freedom. Yeah, or like he was like, oh, we would help refugees in Uzbekistan or whatever. And that doesn't sound at all like what he was doing. They were just finding people in like Eastern Europe, bringing them over, exploiting them. And he was working as like a visa thing.
Well, yeah, if that's what he did, that's fucking horrible. But obviously, like, he served prison time. Is he doing it anymore? Does he have remorse about it, I guess? If he's like, what I did was fine, then I guess that'd be different, right?
Well, so if I take a highly nuanced view of it, so he served the prison time and everything, obviously, which is good if we think we should go to prison.
How long was he in prison for?
41 months.
Okay.
The maximum conviction, I think he was looking at up to 5 years, but I guess the problem is that when he describes it to other people, he makes it sound like he was part of some hero coyote program, which definitely isn't the case. Now, it's possible that he just does that because he knows if people find out what he really did, he'd be canceled and never allowed to do online politics. Or maybe he truly doesn't believe he did anything wrong, which would be surprising. But yeah.
I mean, like, if he's describing it like it was a hero coyote program, then he's been lying about it, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, obviously, the way that he characterizes it is definitely not true.
So that would be terrible, that he lied about it, like tried to paint himself as a hero, and he's really the villain.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like Batman. He's supposed to be the hero, but he's truly the villain at the end.
How do I unhide the public chat, guys? God damn it! Or I just want to see. Oh wait, I just want to see what my swords are valued at.
I'll give you $5 for your sword.
Right click public. Okay. How do I find out what so this value, what does it show me the value at? So up to the all tab at the bottom. Oh, so he'll buy that for 84. You can't sell scimitars. Oh. I have to go to the desert place to probably sell the scimitars or some shit, huh?
Here's a good question, actually. I had a moral dilemma before I posted all this.
Yeah, dilemma me up, baby.
So the dilemma was for me, like, okay, so he gave me these messages in trust, right?
Who?
Suspect. He gave me this picture in trust. But then again, he also knows that I really, really, really care about DC. This is like my community, right?
Okay.
So it's like him, like, and he like kind of like fawned, like, oh my goodness, somebody attacked you at the DC. That's terrible. But then he participated in all of this. Now we're under arrest for it. All this stuff. Is it my responsibility to keep those messages private? I know I already posted them, but is it my responsibility to do that?
I mean, it's up to you, I guess. I can't solve that for you.
Wait, Destiny, you're supposed to tell me if I'm right here. You're supposed to tell me I'm right.
It's up to you. What kind of code do you want to craft for your life? What do you think is the most appropriate thing to do?
Well, I guess like you don't leak something until it's like egregious to not leak it. Like if somebody's like a serial murderer, right? Mm-hmm. You go out and you leak that to stop all the serial murders, even if they asked you to like promise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously if he participated in like, I don't know what you call it, but like the insurrection, right? And he was like organized and he's literally next to Joe Biggs, right? And he's with Enrique Tarrio. I got pictures of him with him, private photos with him and Enrique Tarrio, who's on firearms charges in DC. And he's there like just proudly organizing it in the Capitol building. Like, I mean, is it my responsibility not to leak it? Like, he gave it to me knowing that I care about the area, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would care about leaking them. I have no idea what to say. So, I mean, I don't. I
Okay.
wouldn't give a fuck. Like, I would tell people in the future, if you get convicted of federal crimes and you say shit to me in DMs, I'm probably gonna make fun of you and laugh at people for it. Like,
Wait, I just remember you having a very anti-leaky stance.
who said? Well, I mean, it depends on what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have an anti-leaky stance, sure, but like, if somebody tries to fuck with me, I'll leak everything because I'm gonna defend myself and before I give a fuck about anybody else's privacy, right? And then if anybody starts leaking shit at me, I'll leak as well, right? But I mean, if somebody's like doing like super illegal shit or whatever, and you've got stuff that could be relevant, I don't know what the point is of linking your DMs with Sushi. It doesn't seem like you revealed anything. So
I don't think I revealed anything. It just, I guess the major thing I guess I didn't reveal anything major. Just basically like, hey, he was like close with like Enrique Tarrio, which there was no evidence of him being like close with Enrique Tarrio, or at least that he like knew Enrique Tarrio to some extent, and that he knew that it was getting more and more violent, yet continued to be within the organization.
Okay,
I guess that'd be it.
All right.
Do you think there's any platforming implications? Because that's the discussion now.
Platforming? What do you mean?
Like that I did a bad by platforming him.
Occurred.
How the fuck could you have known at the time?
True.
Pelican $5. Positively adorable seeing Destiny and Destiny Jr. with nicer hair collapse so much.
Okay, I love you, buddy. Okay.
Okay, I love you too. Fuck off, Chad. I'm not Destiny Jr.
Damn, got him.
Anyway. Thanks for the $5. I'm overthinking. Hey, look, if I'm leaking information, I want to make sure I'm doing it for good reasons and I'm not doing some dumb shit, okay? Why the fuck is Grindr not loading? I'm sorry, it's not fucking doing the thing.
Dylan, why are you distracted by Grindr? You're streaming. You're not supposed to be trying to fuck hot dudes while you're streaming.
Who says that I can't multitask? Who? What? I am streaming like 40 minutes. So,
be the case that
does it feel natural with the kitchen and everything? Is it a good?
Are you asking if I have a natural talent for cooking?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, I do actually.
You do? That's pretty cool.
It's very interesting considering how you.
High five. I'm proud of you.
Not high-fiving you for doing a sexism.
That's not sexism. I'm just proud of you. I'm just proud of you for cooking. Thank you so much. You know this place could also use a good vacuuming. So blurry, Jesus. He's trying to capture both of us at the same time. Okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
You good?
This book.
Oh, that's my financial information.
I know, that's why I grabbed it.
Hey everybody, what does he deal with taxes? Woohoo! Is that a social security number? Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Let's just fling it about.
Correct.
Hey, is Derry in here now?
Derry Coey.
Derry Coey. Derry Coey. We're like Derry loser. Got him.
Yeah, I'm still not forgiving you for the sex. And you missed. Holy sh.
I won't next time.
Oh.
Anyway.
Wait, has Synth always been here? Yes, I've always been here. No.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh yeah. You said it felt like I was done. Okay, I should probably go back and Why is Slokin in here? Slokin! Why are you in here? Why are you in here?
Whoa. Okay. I need to fucking tell you something fucking
What?
ages ago.
What's that?
Okay. So, you know the infrared debate you had with that you had a while ago?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I just remembered a little while ago. I'm trying to tell you this for fucking years, and that's that one of the counterpoints you should have used when you argue with someone that like infrared that argues, oh, you know, it's not imperialism because it's imperialism is a Western concept, and the China they would they had their own form of imperialism that isn't imperialism because it's not their definition. You know you've heard that before, haven't you? Like that kind of argument.
Say it one more time.
So their argument, especially Infrared's argument, it seemed when I was listening to it, was that China's imperialism isn't imperialism because imperialism is a very specific Western term that they developed by Western countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so a non-Western country couldn't be doing imperialism because by their definition, it wouldn't be imperialism because they didn't create imperialism. You know what I mean? It's a weird semantic.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
Okay, but here's a point you should have brought up against him when you're talking about China. You would have said to him, so you would have been a better way of illustrating it by basically saying, if, again, what would show that China going into Asia or similar, going into other countries in a way that is imperialistic but isn't imperialistic because it's a Western concept, what would you call Imperial Japan's and their co-prosperity Asian sphere thing? And I'm surprised you didn't bring that up because this was a non-Western power going into Southeast Asia. What were they imposing? Were they imposing imperialism or not imperialism? Because for all intents and purposes, it functionally worked like a genocidal.
They were just trying to develop a multipolar world, man.
I know, but that's the thing is, I would have liked to have seen his response to that because it's like, if a non-Western state, a very non-Western state like Japan, goes into the world and starts committing huge amounts of crimes and would call it imperialism, like everyone would fucking call it imperialism, what shows that China, with the same kind of power as like the US, or going into Asia, what shows that they wouldn't conduct themselves in a similar form? Because ultimately, it's like, we saw a non-Western power do it. Now it's called Japan, Imperial Japan. They committed mass human rights violations and killed millions of people. So why would China be any different? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Unless the only argument that I can see put forward is that Japan was verbatim copying imperialist systems by the West. But if that's the fucking case, then why wouldn't China copy imperialist systems by the West if it's successful? Anyway, that was my fucking 2 cents. The only thing I'd also say is just that, bring up Imperial Japan when arguing about China and how they would function compared to Western states. Otherwise, I'd only critique some of your debate performances you had recently with Rob, which were all right, but they could have been a bit better. But otherwise,
I think I did the best anyone could have done with Rob. Okay, I think that's a little much. Okay, I think I did best. I did the best I could.
Okay, well, I think Rob is acting in extremely bad faith if he's going to throw you under the fucking bus and go like Nixon with better hair. But
he's a Dick Cheney with better hair. Could you imagine?
Yeah. It's like it's dumb, but also like arguing that like he brings up fucking Libya, like Libya and the drug war. It's like, what the fuck does Libya have to do with the fucking drug war? Like, I think you could have nailed him on a few points. I go like, Rob, can you outline to me how exactly CIA destabilized Libya? Can you point it out to me step by step? And I think he wouldn't be able to. And then you'd be able to put a point.
And he
like,
didn't even know that Joe Biden didn't support the intervention in Libya.
Exactly. So you could have just fucking pushed him into that in poor positions. Where you were weak, I think, a couple of points where you were weak was when you were arguing with him, basically saying, "Oh, well, look, Joe Biden put out this tweet, and he said that like it's racist to have the closed borders thing." I've seen that tweet before because I've seen it brought up by fucking like leftists even and right wingers as well. And I would have just simply said, instead of arguing against him on that, I would have simply have said, I haven't seen that tweet before. I don't know. Maybe Joe Biden's wrong. I didn't really see that as a big deal. Maybe it's a big deal to you. I didn't see it's a big deal because everything happened
so
really quickly.
So I should have just seceded the point even if he was wrong.
Yeah, but if I don't know anything about that shit, going in, when it comes to the tweet, I would have just simply seceded the point because one, arguing on it just makes you look bad. It makes you look like you're defending Biden when you didn't need to.
Anyways, I get ridiculous as being a nerd in my DMs, okay?
Just fucking ban him and ban me too.
Hey. Answer. Fuck. Anyway, whatever. Okay, look. This is enough. This is enough, okay? This was enough bullshit for Monday, okay? Nonsense. Nonsense. For one day. Okay, so let's look at a few clip channels and be done with it. Okay? Let's do it.
And by the way, when I read Hitler, I found a guy whose entire worldview was defined and born basically by the rising of the East besieging pure Europe, and he has to defend it. I read his book Mein Kampf, and that's what I came to the conclusion of. It belongs in the fucking tradition of colonial studies.
Sushi, you weren't arrested? Sushi, you were at the Capitol, man, coordinating that shit. You want to call right now? I'll talk to you about it right now, man. I will. If you want to come on and talk about it right now, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Like, this is bad, man. Look, there was a limit to how much I was gonna accept. This? You participated in this? Dude. We have criminal complaints against you, man. Description: complaint with arrest warrant. Do you think this is fake, man? Ridiculous. Look, just because I said my own position and then asked Destiny what his was doesn't mean I'm not confident in it.
Look, wait, say that again.
Just because I said my position before I asked Destiny what his was, okay? And the bow stuff I just didn't even know about, so of course I asked his position first.
You asked him. You were like, "Hey, Destiny, do you think it was problematic that I platformed him?"
Yeah, because I already said my position. I was interested in what he thought.
I mean, none of it is like you platforming Suspect Sushi. Like, none of it is your fault. Like, you had no idea this guy was gonna like go on January 6th, and not even just like staying outside the Capitol. Like, he legit like went inside and like had like a mask on and everything. And then not only that, he's like apparently like he started like another Proud Boys chapter in West Virginia. Like, this guy's like full time like. This guy's just a criminal, and that's just it. But you can talk. He's in the chat right now. But apparently,
He's in the
not
chat?
arrested.
Suspect Sushi, man. Wait, that's not him. That is Suspect. No, that is 100% Suspect. That is the confirmed account. If you want to come on, man, I'll talk to you right now. Pretty disappointed in you. Suspect, you participated in the fucking besieging of my fucking community, okay? I don't care of what type of Christian type of connection you thought you had of me, but you know how much that city means to me, and you participated in that bullshit. You participated in that bullshit. You were in the Capitol building. You were there to stop the steal of an imaginary election fraud. And you're disappointed in me? You pulled people out. You were in the building, man. And even if you were pulling people out, why the fuck were you there in the first place, man? Why were you there? Why were you there? Pulling people out of the Capitol. Yeah, you were the fucking hero of the day. Dude. I don't know how much you expected me to put up with. But that stuff, man. People died, man. People fucking died, man. Dude, everybody else was just like nothing. Everybody else was just fucking threw you under the bus. No one would talk to you. This pisses me off. No, this legitimately pisses me off. Coming to Wolf's Den?
I mean, minus the one time they burnt down the White House. There was
CTV,
that,
what do you want to talk to me about?
Oh. Dylan,
Yeah.
why are you ripping into Sushi?
Because he participated in the fucking besieging of my city, man. That's some
You
fucking
say
bullshit.
That, and at the same time, the motherfucking government's response was fucking inadequate from the start. I've been saying that shit since day one.
If somebody fucking didn't do a proper airstrike on ISIS, that doesn't make ISIS fucking cool.
No, it fucking makes a fucking difference whenever the government wants to overstep its fucking purview. That's the fucking problem. They weren't prepared to begin with, and then they want to open up the goddamn doors, and then you think...
And that suspect took part in it. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
You think that somehow the government is supposed to be, we're supposed to bend the knee to the fucking government and say thank you, government, for our fucking rights? I don't fucking think so. The government needs to be glad that the people come together and that we institute a government amongst us in order to defend our own fucking freedoms. That's the reality of this situation, Dylan.
Are you kidding me?
Get wrong with that fucking basic idea.
This is ridiculous. He participated in the besieging of my fucking community, and you want me to treat him like a child? I don't care if the government response was inadequate. Whether or not it was inadequate doesn't mean his actions were moral. Just because a government response to crime doesn't make mugging somebody a responsible and moral thing to do.
Was your neighborhood like invaded or something?
DC is I live in the DC metro area. DC is where my grandfather went to work. DC is where my mother was a homeless resident. It's where I hang out. It's where I go to friends. It's my general community. It is fucking where we fucking hang out and chill, right? And seeing the churches that I have passed every day have their property burnt, seeing the Capitol, which I passed by anytime I'm hanging out in the city, getting their windows smashed in and cops beat to death, you know, that kind of pisses me off. Having bombs planted in my area is not something that makes me feel insanely secure.
No, and then the fact that you don't even bother, like, have you even read any of the fucking the case charges or anything against Sushi before you start trying to condemn him?
He participated. Him being there is enough for me to condemn him for being a piece of shit.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. How's that?
He participated. I don't care. He, in my eyes, is a dead man.
You don't fucking care because you're not a man of fucking nuance. You're not a man of fucking detail. That's the fucking problem from the start. You want to
I was there, CTV. I was there. I was the person getting caught a fucking... I can't say that word. I was the person...
Street. Right? Let's be real with this situation from the start. You were across the street.
No, I was there. No, once the stream cut off, I have pictures. Check. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, CTV. I have pictures of me at the Capitol, surrounded by fucking Nick Fuentes' gang of American firsters flying their flag while I'm at the Capitol getting threatened by execution. I was there when the media was fucking charged and had the shit beaten out of them, and I was getting threatened. You don't know who the fuck I was.
No, I know where the fuck you was, motherfucker. I was the one covering it that day.
You watched my stream. You don't know what happened with the stream cut off.
That means I was right there with you, just like everybody else that's in your chat right now that wants to try to condemn me in your fucking chat for pointing out the fucking fact that the government is the one that failed all of us.
Just because the government failed doesn't mean Suspect Sushi wasn't a piece of shit for participating in that. This is content. This is a line, man. That is fucked, man. Do you know how much this means to me? That somebody that I had on my show participated in the fucking bullshit that happened in my community?
This is the kind of shit that gets people fucking condemned before there's even a fucking trial. You don't even have the fucking goddamn
there.
Him
being there was enough for me.
All right, brothers. I'm gonna hang on. I love both of you guys, so I'm gonna step in here. I'm gonna moderate just a little bit. Keep it TOS. Keep it civil. You're both good men. We both care about our communities. We all care about our communities. I used to live near DC. I care about everybody here. So let's keep it cool. Let's keep it calm.
Yeah, no one should be planting bombs.
Yeah, no one should be planting bombs. I don't think anybody here will say that anybody in an American soil should have to have the fear that we had when we were out in Iraq, Afghanistan, and in incredibly dangerous countries. Like, I don't think anybody would ever say that that's okay, and nobody is saying that is what Sushi participated in. He's absolutely nowhere near attached to that. So let's keep it calm. Let's keep our community together, because we've already got too much division in this country as is. Let's keep it civil, all right? All right? I love you both.
At what
all right,
point?
go back at it.
Is it just them? Can I
Chat right now,
hop in
Dylan.
there?
CTV is actual garbage. I'm going to point out the same shit that
Yeah,
Internet pointed out before. Your fucking chat is nothing but toxic. Your chat does not even know what you're doing.
Do you think I
You're going into some like
right
really
now? This
You're
is
going
like
into
some of the
real
most personal thing he's talking about.
So
shut up before I fucking
so-
mute everybody. I'm not even playing right now, right? The fact that you and I have a relationship beyond fucking Twitch politics, right? Me and you fucking talk. The fact that you can't see beyond what's going on right now and hold the government responsible is the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem right now.
CTV, I think that's the point of contention. It's that you're using this, like, the government didn't react properly as a smokescreen to like completely disregard any responsibility for the people who were there carrying out the acts, or those who were
trespassing signs outside the Capitol when the goddamn
wait. Dylan can back me up on this. It's a general understanding. Wait. CTV.
From the fucking start.
CTV, it's a general understanding around here that if you break into a federal building, like when I was watching the Capitol get stormed, like me and all my friends were like, oh shit, it's going to be a massacre. Like there's an understanding, like it doesn't need a no trespassing government installation sign for you not to fucking hop the fence at the White House, for you not to storm into the Capitol. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, come on.
No, McGrady, I'm with you. But when the reality is that the government itself opens up the fucking doors and backs itself off to be able to just be in the crowd in order to maintain civility because they didn't have the people there ahead of time, and they already proved that they knew that they needed the people ahead of time from the Judge Kavanaugh hearings, there is fucking excuse for the government. And then when the government itself decides to start letting people in that building, and then one of our people, the Twitch politics community, our fucking people lose their freedom because of this, and then everybody else wants to come up with excuses for the government instead of holding them liable for what the fuck they did. That's the fucking problem that I have. Because it could be you, Dylan, it could be you, McGrady, Sanso, it wouldn't fucking matter. Anybody in this community, if they were being held up by the fucking government, you better fucking believe that I'd be fighting for every single fucking one of you.
Wait, CTV, do you think
wait. All right. The question that I was trying to ask you earlier is, I understand what your point is there with holding the government accountable, right? I don't think that Congress was in charge of assigning their own security detail. So why are you getting mad at Congress itself, right? And also, there were decisions. Wait, hold on.
National Guard being there.
I'm sorry, you're yelling and you're peaking, and I literally can't understand the words that you're saying because your mic is peaking so hard. Okay, so if we can assign some sort of responsibility to the government.
Sanso, you asked him a question. Can you let him answer?
And because Congress is one of the ones that denied the National Guard being there from the fucking start.
Wait. If I may, if we're talking about governmental responsibility and we're just dredging up all these old gripes, do you think that there's any responsibility on the part of the president for not immediately telling his I'm gonna use a phrase here, his supporters to stand back and stand down?
Why are we even?
Wait, didn't he immediately do that?
You think Trump immediately told the people storming
as soon as he was aware,
the Capitol in no uncertain terms to stop what they were doing?
Frankly,
I'm pretty sure it was within like.
I don't think that this is
something
I'm so much
about is Suspect Sushi being brought up on charges, and there being a warrant placed on him for his arrest for simply even being inside the building and committing no violent acts against no other.
He chose to do it.
What do you mean he
wait,
chose?
Everyone there knew.
Wait, CTV. If I break into the Treasury,
knew that it was a bad decision, like at some level, to go inside of the fucking Capitol building. Everybody saw them fighting
police officers down on the fucking floor steps. All right, they had to bust through a line of cops. That is a signal right there that this is somewhere we're not allowed to be. But they still did it. Then there was another
Which
line
is
of cops
exactly
right in front of the
why
door.
They fucking knew from the Judge Kavanaugh hearings that they should have had people there to begin with. They were requested people to be there, and
You're assigning all of the blame onto Congress and none of the blame onto the people that attacked all the fucking cops out there and still decided to go into the fucking
because
thing.
the government is charged with keeping peace. It is their number one fucking job.
Should they just arrest every stupid motherfucker that decided to be in fucking DC
I'm not
that
gonna
night?
sit here and let me explain why I'm angry at Sushi. I had Sushi on my show. We've had multiple private conversations over a very long period of time, and apparently we were supposed to have bonded, or he believes we've bonded, done all this. He joins the Proud Boys organization. He is the founding member when it comes to West Virginia. He founded the chapter. He built the chapter. He is a leadership. He is in Proud Boy leadership. He sees that I was assaulted during the Million MAGA March. I give him the footage of me being assaulted, all that stuff, for him to take to his Proud Boy buddies. He takes it to his Proud Boy buddies. They all dismiss it. He stays in the org. Later, it gets more violent. He stays in the org. Then he sends me messages saying, Dylan, this stuff is getting extreme, like super extreme. It's escalating. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Stays in the organization. Basically tells me, don't come to school tomorrow. Then, on January 6th, when I'm in my community, he lives in West Virginia. He doesn't live in the DC metro area. He comes over here on the specter of Stop the Steal, a conspiracy theory that Donald Trump had his election stolen from under him. Complete nonsense. He goes there with the Proud Boys, with an earpiece in, part of leadership, talking to Joe Biggs and the rest of them. Top tier stuff. He has photos next to Enrique Tarrio. Proud Boy leadership. He knows the organization is getting more extreme. He knows that it's been violent towards somebody who's his friend. And he stays in it. He goes through all the way until January 6th, where he goes into the Capitol with everyone else. Whether or not it was the government's job to protect that, it was also his job as a citizen not to break the law. It's the social contract there. Not to break the law, because that, you don't just rush Capitol buildings like that. He was on the front lines of that from start to finish, taking photo ops and all of it. That stuff, him participating in that organization that has been violent towards me all the way up to that, was the final straw for me, man. That was the final fucking straw.
So one thing I'd like to interject just really quickly, Dylan.
That's a nice fantasy that you laid out there, Dylan. Right? It's a nice fantasy, but it doesn't take into account any of the nuance of the situation that happens that day. And I remember vividly because I was watching it, right? I remember wondering right after the speech, it was like, damn, we're already in some motherfucking pushing up against the police barricades. And then next thing you know, it wasn't just a little while, a couple of hours actually, where things had actually kind of settled out outside of the front, where there was just loads of people fucking everywhere. And then next thing you know, we're getting scenes inside the Capitol where people are actually fucking pretty much being invited in because the doors are opened on the side. We've got footage from the sides of the building where people are coming in. There's people coming in from the front side of the fucking buildings, and there's actually people that have broken in to a fucking window. So we have multiple points of entry going into this fucking building, and that somehow you think that there's a justification for somebody like our friend Suspect Sushi, who was in the fucking
Your
building.
friend.
We have pictures. Oh, so not your friend.
Not my friend.
Right? So we have pictures of him inside the building, inside of a large crowd of people that just funneled into the fucking building without any type of nuance of understanding of maybe, even if it wasn't, it's really kind of irrelevant at this point. The fact that the Capitol Police didn't have the necessary people there to begin with is clearly the responsibility of the House and the Congress. But let's just assume for a minute, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he was being pushed in by the crowd that was behind him, right? Where the fuck is he supposed to go? And then he ends up as an innocent fucking bystander in all this. You got your Chad over there painting me as a motherfucking Proud Boy sympathizer, which you know is fucking inaccurate from the fucking start. You don't say shit about it. Your mods don't do fucking shit about it,
whatever.
right? And then from there, right? Then from there, there's this complete condemnation of the fucking man before we even get to any part of the fucking case. And you're like, fuck this guy. I don't want to hear anything to do with the motherfucking case. It doesn't matter that I had a relationship with this guy. None of that fucking matters. The government says something, and therefore I'm going to bend the fucking knee because I'm just a cuck boy, cat boy.
I saw him take part in the thing that ended up killing members of my community. For all intents and purposes, he saw them assault me. He stayed with them. He told me he saw they was getting more extreme. He stayed with them. And he was part of, and those Proud Boys got violent on the 6th. He stayed with them and then lied on Vosh's stream saying they weren't a big part of what happened on the 6th. He lied. He saw me get beat. It was nothing. He saw everything. It was nothing. And on January 6th, he had an earpiece in and helped organize with the rest of his little Proud Boy buddies, Joe Biggs, Enrique Tarrio, the rest of them. Enrique Tarrio, the same one, got firearm charges in DC as well. I'm not just removing all blame from the government, but if a cop fails to uphold the law and someone breaks the law, you still also broke the law. And it's not only just breaking the law. He shouldn't have been there to support such a stupid event in the first place. The whole event was idiotic. It was based off of a conspiracy theory.
You there,
he pushed a conspiracy. Yeah, I was. Well, you know what I was doing there? I was opposing it. He did not go there to oppose it. He went there in a Make America Great Again hat with Proud Boy leadership hooked up to his ear. I went there in a Joe Biden hoodie. You think I was there to support that?
Listen, there's another thread, and I can link it to you, CTV, that shows like him organizing people outside of the Capitals to move closer to it. Like me and my stream just went over after I jumped out of your stream earlier. Like he wasn't just funneled into the thing. He actively was like bringing people closer and closer in to get in there. Right.
You know what? As
we
a matter
know that
of
he's.
fact, I'm going to make an executive decision here right now because this has me so fucking pissed off that that there's no rational conversation to be had here when it comes to actually holding the government responsible for their fucking decisions. Right. So
Other people are also responsible for their actions.
No, the government is responsible first because they were the ones responsible.
Okay, I know, but then other people are also responsible for
people that went to BLM protests. You would never apply that standard to people that grew up in poverty and joined gangs so that they could afford food for their fucking children or formula for their children. You would never apply that standard to them. Why are you applying it to these people that were not forced through any kind of outside action to enter the fucking Capitol, to assault police outside of the Capitol? Why do they get ultimate charitability and nobody else does? You would never apply that standard to anybody else.
I'm going to address somebody in Dylan's chat, right? I don't give a fuck about the Proud Boys. I don't give two fucks. Right. So we're going to start the conversation off from there. What I give a fuck about is somebody that was in the Twitch politics community, right? That was taken up inside of all of this thing and then was arrested, right? Potentially arrested, but at least had a warrant fucking brought against them. That's the problem that I have. It doesn't, and like I said to begin with, it wouldn't matter if it was you, Dylan, or Sanso, or Rob, or fucking anybody else. And the fact that your chat is too fucking stupid to be able to understand that just lets me know the level of intelligence is hanging out over there for everybody that's fucking listening, right? Anybody that wants to go on about that Proud Boy fucking bullshit or anything else, y'all fucking have fun, right? Cancel CTV, have fucking fun with that, right? So, that being said, I don't give two flying fucks about anything at this point other than somebody that's inside the Twitch politics community being held to some bullshit when the government itself and its response was inept. There's no reason.
How do you know it's bullshit,
inside the Twitch
CTV?
politics community that would be reporting on anything to do with the news or press related, which all of us that are participating inside this community definitely are, should be held responsible for fucking anything if they didn't commit a crime against another person on that fucking day. The government is the ones responsible, and the rest of it, frankly, doesn't even fucking matter. The government failed, and the government should be saying thank you that only 5 people died on that fucking day when it could have been a hell of a lot fucking worse.
Wait, if I may jump in here real quick, CTV. It's like what you're saying, it's like the exact opposite. My reflection back on the Capitol has always been the reason why there was such a vast failure by the quote unquote defense forces that were there is because they didn't open fire. The only way for the people that were there to have been able to control the crowd that was present would have been to open fire. So the lack of loss of life to the extent at which it could have been at, that credit goes to the officers, the men and women who were there defending the Capitol that day. Because it's a general understanding. I've said this before. People who live around DC, I'm also a DC local. Like, you're going to get shot if you charge important federal property.
So what you're telling me at this point is that I should be thankful to the government that because of their ineptness to
No, wait,
respond
CTV,
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
trying to
let me
inject
finish.
nuance.
No, here's the nuance, right? Because the government itself did not have the response necessary for the number of people that they knew were going to be there ahead of time, that somehow afterwards, I should be thankful that they only ended up being responsible for 5 fucking people is fucking bullshit.
I understand the
Okay,
idea
so
of being
Suspect
loyal
Sushi
to a
just
friend.
offered. Look, Suspect Sushi just offered to talk to me. So I'm going to talk to the man directly. But let me just put it this way. In my eyes, he picked the Proud Boys and how they were acting in my community, burning the property of black churches, assaulting me and other members of the community. He picked that over me. And I let a lot slide. I let it slide when they attacked me directly. I let it slide when they burned the property of a black church in my community. I let it slide after the Million MAGA March on multiple occasions. And this is my breaking point. This is the point that I break.
I just want to. You can't trust Suspect Sushi.
I just want to inject one thing here, Dylan. Two things really. The first I wanted to say is the FBI themselves have openly said in the statement of fact, which they filed for public record as part of the arrest justification for Sushi, that Sushi did not in fact participate as the first line. He was actually nowhere near the building when the door was broken down. That's per FBI. That's a special agent FBI who actually filed for the warrant for the arrest of Sushi.
He doesn't even need to. Let me be clear though. Him being even arrested isn't even. Well, he kicked me out. Is what it is. Am I kicked out? Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah, you're.
Goodbye. CTV kicked me out. CTV kicked me out. Okay.
Did he kick you out of the server?
He kicked me out of the room. Okay. If I. Oof. That's bad. That is.
Ouch.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
He's so mad. He's so.
Am I supposed to treat people who? Okay. You know, if someone throws like if somebody's in like a gang or something, and that gang throws a brick through my window, I gotta still be like super nice to them. Like on the 4th brick too.
You have
on
to
like the 4th brick.
You just have to treat them like small children.
On like the 4th brick.
CTV has just demonstrated that he is a small child.
No, I don't want to. I don't look. I'm heated. He's heated. I don't want to put it any further. If Suspect Sushi wants to talk to me, I'll talk to him in private about why I'm angry. I don't know if me like putting him on the show is a great idea. If he really wants to, make it a private conversation, okay? Also, Suspect Sushi, you said you were fine with me leaking it all anyway, so I don't know why you would be mad.
You literally said you can use these receipts against me.
You
quite literally said that message. I'm sorry.
He's talking to CTV now, so I get kicked out and then whatever. I'm fucking okay. Wow. So he's talking to CTV. Kicks me out to take Suspect Sushi's perspective. Not the people who actually have to live here. Nah. The people who come in with their groups and do all this stuff.
True.
Wow. I just wow.
BCUZ synthesis based.
A curd is a curd.
Watch the stream. It's not worth it, man. I'll just get myself angry. All I'll do is hype myself up and get myself angry. They're going to be in their little circle jerk to tell me, well, I'm bad, well, I'm the bad boy, and I need to get kicked out. And they're going to circle jerk about how I'm terrible. How I'm terrible. Because I backstab Sushi.
Occurred is occurred.
You know, the last period of my mother's life before she died from those drugs was on those streets of that city that was trampling for conspiracy theory on the streets of those city where those people were up there trampling people based on a conspiracy theory that Donald Trump, the same man, made that same woman that I'm talking about, my mom, terrified she was going to lose her health insurance. The last conversation I had with her was how scared she was that Trump was going to make her lose the ACA, lose her protections under the ACA. Last conversation I had with her. Dies in that city as a homeless resident. That same city he goes to back up that dumb fuck conspiracy theory that Trump lost. Stop the steal. He stuck with them. He stuck with the group through it all.
Drama, ISNT drama.
He stuck through them through it all. And I put up with a lot of it. I put up through a lot of it. How much am I supposed to put up with?
Occurred is
How much am I supposed to put up with? Am I supposed to put up with people being in groups that have attacked me, my friends, burned the property of black churches in my community? Storm the Capitol. And me just simply going out and being like, look, and he knew how extreme it was getting. And to think I sat here for a good 20 minutes debating if it would be moral for me to post it all.
Occurred is occurred.
XCG, thanks for the prime.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Do you want to talk about that? If you don't want to talk about it, you can just kick me from the call or whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah. I had to leave that call because Sushi jumped in and they didn't want to talk about the events of that day. They didn't want to ask him any questions because it might incriminate him. So I just, okay, well, I'm not going to say that on stream. Thanks, chat. But yeah, I don't understand how we can't assign any amount of responsibility to someone who willingly entered the Capitol. He said that he entered the building to pull people out. So he's obviously just like a savior of January 6th. He saved everybody.
This makes me want to quit Hippy Dippy.
No, don't quit Hippy Dippy.
No. Look, I have tried very hard to put up with a lot to try to like see past people's like BS, right?
Mm-hmm.
To like get right wingers and left wingers to sit down and talk. But if it's so difficult for people to understand why after I get assaulted by the organization that he is a founding chapter member of in West Virginia, knows Enrique Tarrio, worked with Joe Biggs on the 6th, that group that assaulted me, burned the property of black churches in my community, assaulted the people I'm with,
Occurred is occurred.
comes into my community on January 6th based on a conspiracy theory with others, and he enters the Capitol. Him being there is enough for me. But he enters the Capitol, and we're just supposed to like
is occurred.
All just accept. Oh, he pulled him out face value. Just accept that at face value. But him being there, and after all that, and he even posted and sent me messages saying, "Yo, this group is getting extreme, man. This is getting extreme." He said both sides, but he acknowledged his side is getting extreme. And I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh, just twiddle my thumbs. Please participate in the destruction of my community. That's perfectly fine.
You know, they're in there right now having like a circle jerk defense of the Proud Boys. I'm glad you left.
I I had to jump out because no fucking way am I just going to listen to, oh well, honestly I was just there and I was pulling people out. I was being the good guy. I knew that what they were doing was mean and bad, and so I was jumping in there and putting my own freedom at risk because I knew that they could have gotten my cell phone data.
Thing is,
but
we literally have the fucking chats that are like between the fucking like Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers and stuff, talking about how they want to like start another civil war, right? Like they planned a lot of this shit in advance. Like there's no doubt about that right now. And like at least the Arizona Proud Boys, right, were like the group that they were with.
Do people think I'm gonna throw my community under the bus so I can be friends with people online? Do people really think I'm gonna do that? People think I'm gonna just to preserve all of this. I'm gonna throw my community under the bus.
I don't understand. Like I understand loyalty to friends, right? Like that's a thing that a lot of people.
I
have.
sat here for 20 minutes debating if I was gonna post that shit. 20 minutes I sat here trying debating that. It was not even because I did make a promise that I wouldn't leak any of this stuff. But then he also said, of course, like if you want to use this later against me, he did say that. But I sat here for a good 20 minutes thinking of that. I shouldn't have had to sit here for a second to think about it, considering what he ended up doing. That he sat through all of it. This was just the final straw, man.
Yeah.
And he sat through all of it, and he saw with me, man.
He would like message me and tell me like, oh, it's just fucking men's club and shit. I was like, buddy, I don't know if you really understand what you're getting yourself into, because when I first started talking to him about that, I didn't know that he was founding a chapter. He knew exactly what he was getting himself into. He knew exactly what was going on with it, and he wanted it to happen. He was not
He's just being straight
ride.
up dishonest. Yeah. And do you know what's really frustrating for me through all of this fucking shit? It's like right the way back in like October when I was first talking about like Suspect Sushi and being like, yeah, no, he's because he came out as like a Proud Boy on your show, Dylan, right? And there's still a whole shitload of people who are like platforming him, who are like, yeah, come on my panels, like play in our Minecraft server, just chill out. Meanwhile, he's on his fucking stream and he's directing people to how to join the Proud Boys. He's like actively trying to recruit from his stream and having like conversations with people that have been like removed from the community for being exposed as literal neo-Nazis, like Ankar. You remember Ankar?
I wasn't even aware that he still fucking streamed.
No, it doesn't anymore, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
But like, this is this is.
I don't understand why. Like, this is what I was trying to say before. I understand the idea of like loyalty to friends, but like I also feel like something that comes along with that kind of
I don't
calling
care.
people out. Right?
No, you start you start a chapter of a fascist street gang.
I'm talking about
You're not
CTV
my
right
friend
now.
anymore. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
CTV.
talking- yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, even just the same for
Some
him,
kind
it
of-
should be like if you start a chapter of a fascist street gang, you're not my friend anymore. Like that at least that's like one of those red lines, you know, that like
I put
you
up
should
with
probably dump
so
somebody
much.
before they leave.
I put up with so much for months, and then and now I'm the evil guy because I'm not holding the government to account. What is even the argument?
Stupidest fucking argument I have ever heard. The idea that the government are somehow like, I mean, sure, you can argue that like Trump is somewhat responsible and the administration of Trump is somewhat responsible for egging people on in the way that they did. But the idea that
That's
like,
not what they're saying, though. They're saying
yeah,
Congress.
he's like, yeah. The idea that the government are responsible for what happened on J6 because they didn't respond quickly enough. I mean, they share some responsibility, but ultimately, like the massive group of like QAnon conspiracists, literal neo-Nazis, fascist street gangs, etc. Those are the guys who are responsible for like going in there chanting shit like "Hang Mike Pence" and "Where's Pelosi," right? Those are the people that are responsible for doing that. Like, if Sushi goes to jail, then
I just honestly, I just want him to stop participating in this group. Honestly, I don't know if I want him to go in jail or not. I just wanted to stop being in this group. I just wanted to stop messing with these people. This is.
We'll get rid of CTV as well then. That dude came on your freaking stream with an Oathkeeper's flag. And he's just sat on here defending the Proud Boys, and now he's in another stream giving Suspect Sushi a platform and having a circle jerk about how the Proud Boys actually aren't all that bad. It's just a few fringe bad dudes.
He told me in his own DMs that it's getting more and more extreme. I don't know how you can even make that claim.
The Proud Boys have been extreme for freaking ages. You were there at the protests in DC. You saw them storming around looking for people to kick the crap out of, right? And that, by the way, the guys you saw there are broadly the less extreme fringe of the Proud Boys. If you want to go to the neo-Nazi fringe, the Kyle Base Stickman freaking fringe, that's the neo-Nazi fringe of the Proud Boys, right? You came up against the moderate Proud Boys who were walking around just looking for people to assault or stab or hurt. So I don't know. I find it really frustrating.
What? Do I need to really go through all this trouble just to have a conversation with people on the other side of the aisle that I need to I just can't. This is
well, unfortunately, there aren't that many American Republicans are so radicalized at this point. And I hate using the term radicalized because it's almost losing its meaning just because of the amount of people on the right that are willing to defend these kinds of groups and these kinds of actions. What was it? 63% of Americans, when polled, I think it was in January, thought that it was Antifa that stormed the Capitol or something, right? 63% of Republicans, sorry, not Americans. So.
Intrepid Gamer, okay, give me a spot. Intrepid Gamer, somebody being at it isn't alone enough. Of course, somebody could be there to oppose it, but the odds of CTV being there with an earpiece and talking to Joe Briggs to oppose it? I don't think he was there to oppose it, was he?
Biggs, by the way.
Biggs, whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was trying to ask CTV before Sushi jumped in, because he was making it sound like, well, he could have been there in a journalistic capacity, like he's a streamer, right? You were Dylan Burns was there in a journalistic capacity. It's like, okay, do you think
CTV or Suspect Sushi? Sorry,
CTV was saying that Sushi was there in a journalistic capacity.
Yeah, now bullshit. He's a Proud Boy.
And it's he's a leader of one of the fucking chapters of the Proud Boys. Do you think it is more likely that him, in conjunction with the other Proud Boys, is just there fucking filming when he wasn't filming anything? He wasn't there in a journalistic capacity. He was there to fucking overthrow the fucking government. Rah, rah, rah. What the fuck ever. I don't know exactly what his real reasoning for it. I mean, unless you believe that he was just there to very nicely pull people out of there that were doing the dumb thing and assaulting the Capitol. He was actually.
I mean, even if that was the case, it's still the fact that he was there when he knew it was getting more extreme. He saw them assault me and others. He knew that it was getting more extreme. He was basically telling me, "Don't come to school tomorrow" at one point, which the blogs are out there to prove. I mean. I don't know how anybody could look at this, even if he was there in the most mundane way to support it. This being the line for me isn't crazy.
No, nobody thinks it is though. Nobody in their right mind is watching this and
apparently not.
Well, Trump apologist. This is McGraden.
Who's criticizing you? Who's criticizing you for saying fuck sushi beyond CTV?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess it really is just CTV, honestly. But
it's all a Trump apologia. The problem is if you give any concession, the cult of personality that has been built around this. And Vivian, I'm sure you have a more nuanced take on this as the extremist expert here. But if they concede anything, it's to concede everything. No. So if CTV was yeah, Sushi shouldn't have done that, well, the House of Cards falls apart.
A curd is a curd.
Yeah. I mean, it's complicated. Everybody's individual, right? Everybody has their own reality that they've constructed, and there are pillars.
But
to
that
their
seems
reality.
that seems generally to be
okay. Doghouse Show. Doghouse Show is a conservative in my community. Am I out of my mind right now? for this being the line for me? Am I off the walls?
Listen, I sat there for like an hour talking to TTV, and then Redneck decided to jump in there, and Fallenor, and because, you know, we got the fucking news that Suspect Sushi have been charged and arrested for being in the Capitol, right? And I didn't know how to respond to them when one of them couldn't even call it a riot. I was calling it a riot, not an insurrection. Couldn't even call it a riot. He said it was a gathering at the Capitol. They were saying that they were trying to say that I was.
It's a soiree.
Yeah, it's a soiree. All right. Listen. It was just a little. But they had to obfuscate in every way possible because they couldn't admit anything. And I agree with what McGrady was saying, because they were trying to say that I had assaulted an FBI building here in Houston because I went to a Black Lives Matter protest one time, that I left before the curfew had happened. That's all they can do. They can only obfuscate. They can only make excuses for. They can only whataboutism. They don't have any real. I don't know, man, because it feels like to me, the idea of being able to talk to some conservatives is a good thing. On the other hand, you get instances like the I hypocrite guy and the whatever the shithead was that wouldn't
Tyler
do the demon
Bluntman.
drama correctly.
Tyler.
Yeah. And then fucking CTV and that whole crew bringing Suspect Sushi on, and it's like, well, at this point, fuck, we can't have any conservatives because there's no line for them. You don't know who is just like a reasonable goddamn person who's going to go ape shit the second that something that they don't like happens, you know? I don't know. They're giving him legal advice right now. Oh, Jesus.
Perhaps to balance it out, I think an interesting foil to this would be like the left's reaction to like all the melodrama going on right now. Right? There aren't like the left isn't like locking ranks and being like, no, we stand by whatever Mel said. Whereas on the right, it seems like when someone of that group, there's some kind of transgression, like everybody forms ranks and then just stands by them.
Well, I think that this particular thing should be a dividing line for everybody in this community, and those people who are willing to say no, Suspect Sushi absolutely shouldn't have been there. It's right that he's being charged. That was an attack on our capital, etc. Those people, sure, talk to them. Like, I don't have a problem with people like talking to conservatives and having, because everybody knows my pretty fucking hardline stance on platforming on this, you know. But I don't have a problem with people talking with random conservatives. But I think that this is definitely one of those red lines in which, like, you can sort of sort the wheat from the chaff based on this particular issue.
But that's kind of what I was saying. Like, I don't know, because I can assume that people that stream on Twitch have the good sense, that are conservatives, have the good sense to not break Twitch TOS, right? Not always, but I can assume, hopefully, right? But when I'm talking about anybody, like if I want to talk to any conservative that streams to YouTube or posts on YouTube or is on TikTok or is on Facebook or Twitter or what the fuck ever, I have to sit there and like go through like a shitload of stuff to make sure that, like, let me make sure that this person isn't the kind of person that's just going to say the N-word, like opening salvo. They're just going to say the N-word and call me the F slur and all these things, right? Like these are the kinds of things that I don't know how to trust conservatives if there's so many people like that I have to like put in a whole fucking evening's worth of effort to make sure that I don't get my channel fucking nuked, right?
I mean, okay, so obviously number one concern is like you don't want to lose your channel.
Right.
But is there not a greater concern for you than simply not losing your channel? Because it's very easy to say a lot of really, really spooky crap without breaking TOS. I have to skirt around TOS quite a bit actually, because you know, I'm sort of more extreme the other way.
I mean, look, for me, like nothing that I'm talking about right now is Suspect Sushi breaking TOS or CTV breaking TOS.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just me angry at what the people are willing to overlook and what happened in my community and why this is pissing me off or what happened directly to me.
I mean, wait, is offering support for a group that tried to overthrow the Capitol, is that not against
I don't
TOS?
think that's specifically against TOS.
Wow, that's crazy. Should be.
General TOS though right now.
Sorry?
You're very, very quiet.
TOS.
No, just saying it. I don't think it's TOS.
Wait, no, they had that thing a little while ago, didn't they? Because all the people who were talking about extremism were really worried about it, and I said it wouldn't be a thing as long as you're sort of doing educational content, you'll be fine. But it was about it was like showing extremist in imagery, talking about extremist groups, all of that. Like there was going to be some problems around TOS with that. That was towards the end of last year, I think. Does anybody remember that? There was like a change
I
in the
do.
policy.
Is occurred.
Yeah.
It was. I think the Proud Boys were like specifically mentioned.
Yeah, so I think it might actually be against TOS at this point. Like if you're offering support for or promoting those kinds of groups.
Occurred is occurred.
I think it's worth reporting CTV's channel and just seeing what happens.
I'm not going to encourage that.
I won't on your channel if you don't want me to.
Thank you.
That's what I'll
Hey,
say.
Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Sushi wants to talk to you over in CTV's chat.
Occurred is occurred.
Yeah, you're gonna get on stream with Sushi and have a nice conversation. Nice and live.
I don't know if it would be nice. I don't
Are you
know.
gonna,
I don't know
have
what
a
more to
live
say to her.
conversation with him.
Dude, you got a ton of people in here.
Yeah, I mean over there, honestly.
Dylan, can I drag you in a room and have just a muted conversation?
Unmuted? Okay, quick. Yeah, 1 second.
Let's go in a room.
Okay, guys, I'll be right back.
All right, I'll take
Take a
over.
room.
You'll take over. Are you streaming now? All right. Just
I'm
so.
not-
I don't like people riling you up over this, Dylan. Don't take the bait. I had friends that were there in the Capitol and just entered the building, and they've been arrested for trespassing as well. Tory News was on the Capitol steps and could have been arrested for trespassing. Just don't get too riled up. Don't. He's still, yeah, he was a dick and he shouldn't have done it. I think you're going to end up arguing. All right.
Oh God, man.
And yeah, they're in CTV's Discord if you want to jump in. All right, I'll move you back.
I'll talk to him off stream. I don't know.
I think that's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Point.
Okay, I'm back.
Like is doing a bad. Just shouldn't be doing that. And yeah, I don't know. It's like it's almost like I say, oh, this person's like obviously a danger to your community and so on. And like people just go on and they're like, oh sure, come play on my Minecraft server. Mr. Leader of a chapter of a fascist street gang. Let's stream together. Let's chill. I don't know.
I'm not going on.
You're not going on. Good.
No.
I think that's the right call. Not that it matters.
And even for the
I'm too angry. I will flip.
I won't give him voice or air to defend himself because it's indefensible. There is no.
It's not even just that. It's also encouraging that kind of content to be made. You know,
It's encouraging other people to engage with him in that way as well. And yeah.
Even at the time, like 27th of September, like the last time, basically, like Dylan had him on stream. Like after that, we had a huge backlash because he came with a Proud Boy shirt, and like I didn't fucking know, and I think at the time, like Dylan
I didn't
didn't
know.
fucking know, and yeah, it was like a big thing, like about this.
Yeah, and then after that, you didn't have him on your show anymore, did you, Dylan?
Nope. The only time is I
Yeah,
once
see?
hosted a debate with Vosh. That's it.
So even wait, one time you hosted a debate with Vosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sushi
I
and
mean,
Vosh debated.
I would have a problem with that after he's revealed himself as a Proud Boy. I'd just be like,
I think it was responsible because he got a lot of pushback.
Well, you know, you like set it up and it's on Vosh's and their channel, right? Because you weren't.
I was basically, I won't say who messaged what, but I was basically told like, hey, he has 10 minutes. You either talk to him now or he's lost forever. And I was just like, he lost me on the 6th. I'm sorry, man.
He's been lost for a while. Like, this is the problem, right? So, like, you set up a chat with him and Vosh, right? And they have a big old debate. He gets a huge amount of air, okay? And regardless of whether or not like Vosh is pushing back on him or not, it doesn't really matter. Like, his name's out there more people know who he is, more people are going to turn up to his, you know, when he streams and so on. Luckily, he didn't, you know, he cut off his streams after a certain time. But he was sitting on his stream like, oh, excuse me, sorry, trying to recruit people into the Proud Boys. And so, like, in a way, right, by like setting him up with the debate with Fosh, you kind of do end up aiding in that effort that he's making to get more people into his fascist street gang. Like,
that ultimately didn't end up happening though. He didn't. He after that thing that happened on, what was it, the 19th? He didn't use it to like up the ante or anything, as far as I'm aware. And not to mention, like, I think the light that the Proud Boys was put in during that conversation was generally not a positive one. I think the exposure of the general public to the Proud Boys from that conversation was, oh, they're bad, not oh, actually maybe.
Fucking cringe. Yeah. But I mean, didn't we already establish that? Like,
So a lot of people don't know about what the Proud Boys are. A lot of people don't know who the Proud Boys are, and rather than them running into a recruiter, I'd rather them run into that video.
Yeah.
Though I will say,
this ain't about like an "I told you so" vibe. It's a.
I know it isn't, and I've said I will continue to defend what my practice is generally, but so,
yeah,
who else was
it's
here?
just trying
Sorry,
to
somebody else
argue
tried to say
on.
something.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind then. Okay, continue.
It's just trying to argue on my behalf for more responsible platforming practices and talking about previous instances where irresponsible platforming may have occurred and the consequences of that. I think that is important to talking about like what you should do in future, right? If you recognize you've made a mistake in the past, like what are you going to do in future? That's the question. And so when CTV comes on and starts defending these groups and so on, when he comes on your show with an Oathkeeper's flag and what have you, like, what is your response to that in light of the last time you had a person on your show who like wore the shirt of a group that was involved in the Capitol insurrection? Like,
I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think right now.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. It's definitely something that I think you should mull over. But like, I don't know.
do you have a code of conduct for appearing on your stream?
It's not a difficult code of conduct. It's don't say any slurs, don't break Twitch TOS, and don't misgender people. It's not like an extremely difficult code of conduct. Apparently for iHypocrite, it was unbearable.
Yeah, it was very difficult for him. Well, I'm just saying maybe you can expand it a little bit to like you can't rep extremist organizations, or maybe that's a little bit too broad.
Yeah, no
but
Democrats.
You get my point.
It just feels like it just feels like that is so self-evident that it shouldn't have to be said. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's also like, don't come onto my stream and talk 20 minutes about how you really like how kids look, right? Like, that's like stuff you don't really usually need to put in the rules because you didn't expect it to happen, you know?
Well, maybe with the way like America is like seismically shifting in terms of like the the political orientation of everybody, maybe these things do need to be spelled out because, like Vivian said earlier, what percentage of Republicans believed that the Capitol insurrection was caused by Antifa?
I'm pretty sure it was 63%.
Yeah, so maybe we need to
if I'm
start saying the
remembering that.
things that we thought were self-evident and putting them down.
That's the problem, right? We're trying to find conservatives that at least would meet my standard of like who's safe to platform, which admittedly is a lot stricter than Dylan's standard. But like I think even for Dylan it's gonna be like an issue because the right just is on an insane path at the moment. At least in terms of like the surveys we've seen of Republican voters and how much they identify with like QAnon adjacent conspiracy theories and so on. But like Twitch has this problem in general. Like Twitch has a ton of QAnon streamers, right? I don't want to say
Yep,
the name.
I know. I've seen them. They're huge too. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some really, really big ones, like upwards of 10,000 views for some of them.
I would very much like to know who those people are off stream.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I say, I don't want to say what their channel names are on
Yeah,
stream.
no, totally.
One is known as Hassan. Another one's known as Destiny. Third one's
People
Vosh.
that, like, push their, is it people that like push their like their politics on stream, or is it people that just like privately hold those beliefs?
What? No,
Or
it's
they
people
dog
who,
whistle.
no, it's people who genuinely do like QAnon related content on Twitch. Yeah. And so Twitch genuinely has a problem with that, right? And I'm a firm believer that we have a lot of power in our immediate community when we come together and we decide that like there's certain stuff that's like really dangerous and unacceptable for Twitch to be platforming. And I don't expect everybody to reach my particular level of like, no platforming. I understand that I'm pretty extreme in that. But I think if we could all at least agree on a level that's like, well, maybe this is just, maybe this stuff shouldn't be platformed, then we would be able to organize around that and appeal to Twitch to remove this kind of content. And I'm talking about content that like, I'm not talking about stuff that other people would be like, oh, this is okay, right? I'm talking about stuff that has already been removed from Facebook, from YouTube, and those content creators have moved over to Twitch and they're making their money on Twitch and DLive now. So I don't know. We have the ability to keep our space as clean as possible, but we just have to decide like where's the line. And the problem is that the line can only be as far as like the furthest person, if you see what I mean. Like, yeah. Wild to me.
Hey, Chud, I see you in chat. What do you think? Am I off my walls? Am I bonkers?
I don't think anyone in the right mind would think that you're off your rocker here. I've had conversations with people in my community multiple times about what I think that we probably have like similar ideals about, platforming people, like why we have conversations with people that have differing opinions than us, et cetera, right? And I've defended what I've said or my stance on actually debating people because I feel like it's good to arm people with arguments, give people information. It's entertaining for people and they can get entertainment while they get information, etc. But every time I have those conversations, almost immediately something crazy like this will happen, right? And then it just makes having that conversation that much harder because, or like trying to convince people that it's worth doing. Like I don't know. It makes it more difficult to make the argument that it has value in engaging with people. Because it seems to me like if we were to look at why there was such a huge rise in people on the right, isn't because there actually was a rise. It seems like to me that the Trump people were always there, right? And we just kind of assumed that they wouldn't. The reason that they were put on fucking CNN and MSNBC is because everyone thought that everyone thought that Trump was just a joke and that everyone was laughing at him. But then he won the primaries, and suddenly it was like, oh shit, people actually are buying into this. And we hadn't actually engaged with people on the other side in so long because their views are stupid, right? Of course their views are stupid. They're conservatives. But if you don't engage with them and you just kind of ignore them, then you don't see these movements grow. If you don't engage with them, then they think that you're incapable of engaging and you're incapable of listening, right? So like, why ever listen to you, et cetera, right? So I don't know. I want to continue engaging with people and talking to them and debating and arguing and telling people why I'm always correct, right? But at the same time, I always will say, look, I understand I'm not going to talk to every single conservative. Some of those people I would never platform, but this person, I think it's fine to platform them. And then they'll do shit like this. They'll either be in the Capitol or they'll scream at you about how you shouldn't be mad at the person that stormed the Capitol. You should be mad at the people that they victimized. Like, I don't know, man. Where we draw the line for platforming now.
I don't know. I really don't know. Not much more I can say here, not much more I can do here. All I can say is I always tried my best to engage with people in good faith, and I never tried to throw anybody under the bus. I just simply care too much about my community to let something like this just like slide and not say anything.
And I like you, Dylan. It's like we have this disagreement on platforming and stuff. I mean, it's the same with Destiny, and it's the same with a lot of people. Prime, like, that I have significant disagreements with on platforming. But if I argue with you on that basis, it's not saying that you're a terrible, horrible person or you need to be cancelled or whatever. I just want to move people maybe slightly towards my position. I know I'm not going to get everybody the full way, but I want to keep this community a little cleaner of people who would take advantage of this community to recruit or might do harm to members of your community if given the chance. That's my goal, really, for Twitch communities in regards to platforming.
Mm-hmm. Well, this just makes me want to dump all this stuff and get back into just doing more IRL stuff.